Hello and hello. Thank you. Thank you for joining me today on this epic episode. What happened to the old German flag? I'm going to be honest. I read that. When I first read that, I was like, what old flag? I was like, oh, yeah. I haven't seen this thing in a long time. I never see this flag. What did happen to it? I mean, maybe it's because of this one up here. Maybe after that whole thing, you guys were like, all right, let's just change the colors just to completely get away. And what better color to add than yellow? I know you guys love mustard. Is that how it came about? You were like, let's go back to the old flag, but let's change a color. We love mustard. I think the German flag, I love the German flag, to be honest. I think it's clean compared to our flag. I do like the American flag too, but I feel like if it was the first time I ever saw the American flag, I would think, I don't know about that. It's a little busy. There's a few too many stripes going on here. I mean, I know 13 colonies and all, but there's a lot, 50 stars, 13 stripes. I like the clean flag. It makes for a better emoji too when you see the little flag emojis. This one's a little bit too much. But I mean, like I said, I do like the American flag. I'm not trying to poop on my own country too much when it's not deserved. All right, let's watch.
This is the German flag, and I have a question. Are Germans Mountain Dutch, or are the Dutch Swamp Germans? Let me know in the comments below. But actually, that's not what I wanted to ask. What I wanted to ask was, why did the German flag change from the one on the left to the one on the right? Because if you look at old photos of Germany, like this one from the First World War, you can see clearly that it's a black, white, and red tricolour. But
that's also a cool flag, I'm not going to lie. The black, white, and red stripes.
But today it's clearly black, red, and yellow in a tricolour, or gold. So why did this change occur? Well, in this video, let's find out. For a lot of its history, the German states were in fact small princedoms and states inside the Holy Roman Empire, until around 1806 when the French came and did what they always do, and ruined everything for everyone. One of the Prussian units to fight against Napoleon was the Lützow Freikorps, and these men came from all over Germany, and their uniforms featured black, gold, and red. So this is the first real occasion where we start to see that lots of people around Germany, because so many men from all over the country, or the states at that time, it wasn't yet a unified country, were serving in this corps, that these colours, the black, red, and gold, was...
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on in this picture right here. Like this guy on the horse, it's like his legs come down and then turn into this guy's scarf. Anyway, okay, yep. Soldiers with black, red and white, yep.
Was seen throughout Germany by a lot of people. And in 1816, at the end of the Congress of Vienna, it was decided that all the remaining German states would be added into a confederation of states, into the North German Confederation in the north.
Okay.
And so this flag came about in 1815 at Jena, which is in the south of Germany, and it was created by the members of the Lützow Freikorps, who came together and founded a fraternity. Now, because so many of these men came from so many different areas in what would become Germany, there was a real sense of a national unionist movement starting to emerge among these fraternity members. They and others like them started to agitate for a unified German state. And as we can see from this image of the Hambach Festival in 1832, we can see that they're using another tricolour with the gold, red and black, which is starting to look more like the modern German flag at this festival. Well, this image...
Yeah. So maybe I'm getting the time periods mixed up. When did the flag change? Because this looks almost exactly like the modern one.
From 1848, where social movements throughout Europe rose up in great rebellions in different countries, we can see that this is one of the first times that we see the black, red and gold being used as a symbol for a unified German state, which at this time did not yet exist.
Interesting how this one is sideways, these two.
This was used by the Frankfurt Parliament and was put forward as what they hoped would be a national flag for all German peoples, but of course this fell apart and it returned to the status quo of the two largest states of Prussia in the north and Austria in the south, although this really came to a head in 1866 with the Austro-Prussian War. Now, many of the southern German states supported the Austrians, and they actually used the the black, red, and gold to identify themselves and ally with the Austrians. But of course, it was the Prussians who took the victory in the Austro-Prussian War. So
There's a lot of history being thrown down here in the first 3 minutes of this video. Wow, this guy knows his stuff. I just have to say, go check out History with Hilbert.
should now shift focus and look at the origin of the other German flag, and look at Prussia. So in Prussia, of course, we have this flag with the imperial eagle on it, with the black, white, and black being the formation of the tricolour there. However, we also have the unification of Prussia with several northern German states, and a very powerful force in northern Germany for a long time was the Hanseatic League, the Hansa. And so they used the colour of the Hansa, which was white and red, which you can see in flags like that of Lübeck and Bremen, for example, and they combined these two to create the flag of the German Empire, which of course is the black,
There we go. My gosh.
white and red tricolour. This remained in use until 1918, when the Germans were defeated in the First World War and had to sign the Treaty of Versailles, which greatly destroyed the German Empire and its size, and would lead to the creation of the Weimar Republic. And in 1919, to great controversy, they decided to change the official flag from the red, white, black to the black, red, and gold.
Okay. This is honestly it's a little bit more confusing than I thought it would be. So it started out black, red, and gold. Then it went to black, red, and white. Now it's back.
That had previously been used by the Frankfurt government, as the Weimar Constitution borrowed heavily from the Frankfurt Constitution, which had been back in 1848. Many in Germany opposed the change and continued to use the black, white, and red, which they saw as the true flag of Germany, especially those on the right, like the
Does anybody still fly this one today?
political parties of the DNVP, and later also sometimes by the NSDAP. I know it's been a long time since I talked about Weimar political parties. Now in 1933, of course, this is the date that Hitler became the Chancellor, and so changes were made rapidly to the national flag, which many on the right, as I've already said, did not see as being a true flag of Germany, but rather one that was imposed by the puppet government that came after the fall of the German Empire. And so he reinstated of course, the Nazi Party's flag with the swastika, but also the imperial flag, which was in place until 1935, when only the Nazi Party flag was able to be used in Germany as a national flag.
Is it really off-center like that? I never knew the Nazi flag. It's not even centered.
Flag. Of course, 1945.
But okay, so this is very complicated. But we're getting there. How does it end up back at where it is today?
Is the end of the Second World War, and with it came new flag changes. Germany was partitioned between those on the west in favor of the more capitalism and with the Americans and the Allies, whereas the areas in the east that had been taken by the Soviets were aligned to the USSR and to communism. And so we see two different flags appearing, again using the black, red, and gold.
Oh wow, okay. I know this one over here. Never seen that on the right.
But with different emblems, one reflecting the Bundesrepublik and the other reflecting its ties to socialism. Of course, 1989 is the fall of the Berlin Wall and the reunification of Germany, when, of course, they would opt for just the plain old black, red, and gold. It's almost like I planned that, of the old German flag. And that's kind of the story of the German flag and why they use the different ones. So I hope this has been an interesting video. It's something that not too many people know, the entire story of the German flag. And
wow, that was way different than I thought. Just intuitively, I thought it was going to be like, all right, you started out with this one, then Hitler changed it to that. Which now I never realized the symbol was off center. That's weird. Anyway, went from this to this, and then, you know, you were changing it back to this, and you said, you know what, let's change a color, and went to this. But no, that's not at all what happened. Not at all. you guys had this one around way long ago. I mean, I'm not meaning to show that emblem. You had the black, red, and yellow modern flag, and you guys just changed it back to it after Hitler. Got it. What happened to the video? What is my computer doing? Nobody ever knows. Okay, it's back.
The entire story of the German flag and the inspiration behind them both, but it is an interesting story nonetheless. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope it's been interesting.
Yeah, it certainly was interesting. Go check out History with Hilbert's channel. That was very interesting. One note, the emblem, the federal eagle, didn't disappear with reunification. It was never part of Germany's flag, except if the flag denoted a government institution, which is still the case. Okay. Because I have seen that federal eagle on the flag before, but that's just only for a government institution. Got it. I like how the German flag just comes and goes through the history. Okay, I have to attempt to pronounce this word because this person says, "Oh, your pronunciation of Bundesrepublik was probably the best I've heard so far on YouTube. How about that?" I like how this guy doesn't start again when he makes a mistake. That is funny, huh? Sometimes on YouTube, it's better to just be genuine. You don't have to be perfect. That's my theory, at least. I'm far from perfect. Anyway. Wow. That was quite a history lesson. Go check out the link down below for History with Hilbert. And thank you for watching. I hope maybe I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I'll be here and I don't want to be alone. But either way, thanks for watching and goodbye.